Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and yes, welcome to this second episode representing who I personally like to think of the most recommended YouTubers for 2023. Indeed so. And this one, for the second episode, this YouTuber I dare start representing, is Melissa Murrell, which comes under the YouTube channel titular single titling of Personal Styling. Oh, and Melissa, oh my dear girl Melissa, she is all the more enchanting. She really is all the more enchanting. I found out about Melissa's, oh ouch, oh dear, probably not the most recommended thing one could do, but my ear's a bit itchy. It's not waxy, there's no wax, but it just got a little itchy. But probably not the most recommended thing I can do. It's not deafened me, so I'm fine. But yes, anyway, moving forward. This enchanting girl, Melissa, I found out about her back in November of 2021. Goodness, is she an enchanting girl, Melissa Murrell herself is. I mean, she's a grown-up girl, obviously, but who's a personal stylist in her self-profession. It's predominantly the people who do watch Melissa's channel or comment on her videos are predominantly comprised of various women from around the world. I don't think she has a problem with men stumbling over, but although personal styling videos are interesting, I certainly do not see the issue for men watching the personal styling women, personal stylish YouTubers, especially if it's a wonderful lady like Melissa representing it. I think it can definitely help broaden the comprised default towards self-femininity, really, in that regard, though certainly nothing sexist through horrific complexity, what have you. Absolutely not through this holding regard, what have you, but it is always most interesting watching personal stylist YouTubers like Melissa the Enchanting Girl herself, whether it's a female representing it or a male representing it. Although she's really only done videos styling women, Melissa Murrell herself has, I'm sure one day she will do a video of obviously herself as the personal stylist representing the video, styling a man one day. But never mind if it doesn't happen, but I certainly do not see the issue for a grown man watching a girl personally styling another girl or a lady or an older lady, what have you. I certainly do not see the problem with it. Not only is Melissa extremely has profound talent and is extremely good with her personal styling towards the various people she has from time to time for personal styling, but she's just a deeply kind girl, Melissa is. Extremely friendly and deeply kind. The deepest of kindness from such a wonderful girl like Melissa. Oh my. And she's very pretty as well. If I dare point out, if any of you want to know if the girl I'm referring to, Melissa, is pretty, she certainly is most pretty. Very pretty girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, absolutely. I would say, as her friends say, as are her friends, Hannah and Zoe. I think Hannah Hall, I think it is, because she just created a YouTube channel herself. even though there are no videos on there yet, but she'd just created it herself, who's due to go on holiday. Wonderful. And I'm sure the most lovely girl, Hannah Hall, has an enchanting holiday for when she goes. You know. But you know, I know some of you might be thinking, oh, for goodness sake, Foxy, why are you watching a girl doing a personal styling video on another girl? And there's certainly no problem with that. I don't see any issues with a man watching a girl doing personal styling on another girl. I certainly see no issue with that whatsoever. It's just some people represent it. It's perfectly okay. And I suppose one day I might say, oh, okay, well, don't know if it's my type or not, but it's alright. Ouch. Oh, not an itchy ear again. Oh, bottom. I mean, excuse what I said, but it's certainly nothing like Brian Blessed swearing. Oops! I mean, I said no swear words, but I know David, my best friend, could be highly put off by that. If one dare mention the Brian Blessed swearing or Brian Blessed crudity, not good. And especially if it's not mentioning it when representing a dear enchanting girl like Melissa herself. Snow wax, but my ear got itchy again, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But also, I think Melissa is also an avid pet lover too, as well as just being a personal stylist. She's an avid pet lover too. But she does not have pussycats. She has a wonderful big doggy who goes by the name of Monty. And I would like to walk Monty one day if I ever get to meet Melissa Murrell herself. You know. I have to say, Melissa, if you are watching, or if any of your followers are watching this, whether it's also, even if they're your friends, like say Hannah, for example, if she's watching, I very, very much appreciate you. Certainly do I have one of the highest titular amount of respectability for you, towards you, and certainly do I have the deepest of best wishes towards you in every successes you accomplish and all the rest of it. You are certainly my enchanting dear girl, Melissa, and I enjoy your contents greatly. It's extremely fascinating and incredibly interesting. You do such an extremely good job with your personal styling, Melissa. You most certainly do, if one dare start issuing out. And I really do wish you were interviewed by the press for what you do. You do deserve the popularity of and stability of fame for what you do. Indeed you do. Yes, I would certainly say so. And yes, and getting to what, I'm not quite finished yet representing Melissa, the lovely girl herself, but she does style women of not just one shape, but various different types, as you would expect with a personal stylist. Personally styling all people of various body shapes, height and sizes, and of all a broadened age range, what have you. Indeed so, which makes it all the more very, very interesting. But the most wonderful moments whenever Melissa makes a YouTube video is whenever she has someone appearing in her video, like say for example Hannah Hall as one example, or her friend Zoe, or anybody she is personally styling. Or especially if it's like a girl, the other girl she had back in January, Ellie, all the rest of it. If anybody who appears on her YouTube channel, or even if it's a video representing behind the scenes of the personal styling she does, it's always a joyous occasion and interesting moment to watch, which I personally find most amusing and interesting. Indeed, most certainly the most amount I could represent about the dear girl Melissa. Yes. Well then, but I think that should be enough for now, representing the most enchanting, dearest girl, Melissa. If you were watching Melissa, my girl, oh, you'll always have a place in my heart. And it's just a real pity, and it's my biggest regret that we've never met. Really. I do wish we were friends and we'd met in person. I really do. And the same with your friend Hannah, with lovely Hannah. I just wish my biggest regret also was not just meeting you and befriending you in person, Melissa, if you're watching, but also not meeting and befriending your dearest friend, Hannah Hall. I do wish I'd befriended both of you. I really do. But it could happen one day in the next few years into the future. Yes. Well then, that should be it for now. Thanks everybody for watching. And certainly do subscribe to Melissa's channel. And obviously I would link the channel in the description below, like I would with representing all the recommended YouTubers for 2023, what have you. Indeed so. Thanks everybody for watching, and as I think I should say one thing, which was a saying I've very much embraced from the late Joseph Batty Pearson, who once said this saying. About a year before he died, he said this saying, and I shall dare, and if I dare might say this saying as well, I think some of you might find it interesting. When the twinkle goes out of my eyes for the ladies, especially for the ladies who follow Melissa Murrell or Hannah Hall herself, I'll turn out my toes and die. It's the most enchanting saying oneself could have ever learned. Thanks everybody for watching. Ta-ta, another time from Foxy.